This is a custom-made replica of an iconic, very mysterious John Petrucci Ibanez that was never produced in the first place. And this is the second video where I talk about all the details of this guitar and answer your questions. So if you have the feeling that you're missing something, here's part 1. I've been posting some YouTube videos the last couple of months, and lately I've also been posting some guitar solos on Facebook with this guitar, and I got a lot of reactions and some really nice comments, really positive. So thank you all for the kind words, for those that did. I even got John would be proud, or it's even more Petrucci-esque than Petrucci himself, which was not what I was going for, but you know, thank you. If you have a request for a guitar solo or something that you would like to see a video about, please tell me, because I'm having a lot of fun with this guitar and I would like to have an excuse to play it more. I already got 2 great classic Petrucci requests, which I will definitely do, but that's for later. Did you change the position of the selector switch, or did somebody else do it? A previous owner. We're talking about the switch here. It was way too close to my hands for my liking, almost unplayable. My hand felt like it was stuck, and I think the builder actually made a bit of a mistake, because he positioned the knobs and the switch according to the graphic, but the whole graphic is a little bit higher than on the original guitar, so the switch was also higher. I played on an original JPM Ibanez, and the switch was farther away and it played more comfortably. People said it looked weird and maybe awkward to change the position of the switch. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's way better than it was. So yes, I did drill a hole in the guitar, which was a bit scary, and the builder filled it with a piece of ebony. And it worked out okay. I mean, yeah, all is well. A little bit of the sticker came loose. This is not paint, it's a sticker with lacquer over it. But I filled it up with a bigger ring and all is well in the Space Star. Why is the tremolo cavity open and where are the cover plates? Well, I removed the cover plates because I wanted to work on the electronics. I changed the position of the switch. And the tremolo cavity I always have open just to make quick adjustments, because living with a Floyd is hell. It has really nice clear coat plexiglass covers, which I will show in a close-up right now. And yeah, nice custom-made touch by the original builder, I think. Why this guitar? Why is this your dream guitar, and what's so special about it? Well, the short and simple answer is, of course, because it's from my youth, which is, you know, it holds a warm place in your heart, it's nostalgic, you have a burning desire to go back to it and dream about being John Petrucci on a big stage with 90s lights and pink lights, and well, that's it. The thing is, I never really play on these kind of shred guitars, you know. That's why all my musician colleagues thought, what is this guitar about? I never play on Floyd Rose guitars, dual humbuckers, thin neck, let alone a 7-string. I mean, I know maybe 3 7-string songs, and they're all from Dream Theater. I've been a session musician or a gigging musician since I went to the conservatory, and I played guitars as working tools, you know, a Telecaster or a Stratocaster. And I never really had a dream of a vintage Les Paul or a vintage Stratocaster. I only wanted it to be a beautiful sparkling color, you know, for gas, for the looks. But now I've retired a bit, or I stopped being a full-time musician. So I have a lot of more time on my hands to play music for fun again and play what I like and not just to do it as a job and earn money with it. So I've been getting back to playing John Petrucci-esque stuff and improvising. And then I stumbled upon this guitar, and I had never seen a replica of this, and it was unobtainable. So it was like, yeah, a dream come true. Back in the day, I thought this was the most mysterious one. You know, you had the normal JPM models, and they were my like obtainable dream guitars. But this, you know, it wasn't mass produced. You only saw John Petrucci a couple of times on a couple of videos and a couple of pictures maybe, and that was it. It was super mysterious. And people commented, yeah, I have a P3 as well. But it's not the same as a P3, you know, it's black on white. You know, the P3 is cream on black. It's a big difference. My other dream guitar was another day model, JPM, also because it was mysterious and, you know, you saw it less and it was, you know, a bit unobtainable. Maybe my real or second dream guitar would be a JPM Another Day model, but with a normal tremolo and no Floyd Rose, no locking nut, no Floyd. I don't really like Floyds. I mean, they play nice and it stays in tune fairly well, but I've always played normal tremolo guitars, Strats or whatnot, and they're fine for tuning stability. I mean, also Music Man John Petrucci has locking nuts but no Floyd. Long story short, that would be my other dream guitar. Maybe in the future somebody will be able to realize that for me. Also, another dream guitar of my childhood was a gold top Les Paul like the one Slash had, with open humbuckers and no scratch plates. But I never really liked Gibson guitars, I never play on Les Pauls, and I've never really wanted to play Slash style music anymore since my childhood or youth. So there was never a long-lasting dream. But this is nice. I mean, one thing that people ask me about, and I was wondering as well, is if these custom replicas are built from the ground up or if they are based on an existing Ibanez. I've seen some cynical people say it's just an RG with a custom paint job. Well, partly true. This one is an Ibanez RG7620, which is a great classic 7-string Ibanez from the 90s. This is built in 1998 in Japan, so also great quality, great build quality. And yeah, and then it's changed from there, so the different knob position, different switching, different pickups. And of course, this one has a beautiful custom fretboard, because there are existing Ibanez necks with offset dots like this, but you gotta have the perfect side dot or offset dot. There's a great topic on the interweb where people talk about the perfect side dot. For example, some Ibanez necks have side dots, but they're all the same size, which is not correct. They go from big to small. And also this one is an ebony fretboard, which original JPMs don't have, but I think it looks even better and more chic, more classy, expensive. And of course, a custom paint job. Where did this come from? He was playing a Universe back in the Images and Words days. Well, no. In the Images and Words days he did play a Universe, of course, that one over there. But also Ibanez made him a prototype. And in my world, I always thought they made one 7-string, which is really a John Petrucci model for him. But it turns out they made 3. There's a blue one, which appears in the 7th Heaven video. An Ibanez promotion of years ago, which I remember from my youth, and that's apparently also a JPM model. And there's also one called the Swiss Cameo, and that burned down in a fire in somebody's house in California. So that's sad, but I had never seen that one on videos or whatnot. So that's it. Must be a custom one-off. These are never mass produced, right? No, these were never made for the public. So it's super rare. So one thing you should know when ordering a custom guitar like this, or let someone make it with custom parts, is that you really have to know and trust the builder, I think, because it comes to very specific details. And if it's not a passion project for him, or he's just like, yeah, this is fine enough, then you will end up disappointed. I know because I have experience with this. For example, the previous owner of this guitar thought, I'm gonna let the builder, Savio Guitars, build me another 7th string with JP90 ham graphics, or how do you call it? And apparently it took 5 years to make, and a lot of back and forth, and it was still disappointment because the colors were off. It was just not what he was hoping for. Which is, I mean, it happens because the paint job has to be custom made, and not every luthier or builder is like a passionate John Petrucci fan who wants to make it super perfect. I mean, they have other stuff to do and they can't charge you thousands of dollars, so yeah, you never know. Let me let you in on a little secret. There are builders these days, which I found since I got this one on Facebook, which make very nice replicas. Sometimes they make only the body and the neck, but still, I mean, there's hope for us Petrucci fans who want the Another Day model. I've had 2 custom guitars in the past, a Stratocaster and a Telecaster, and they were built by a guy who said he made the best Stratocaster ever, and supposedly he made a lot, but he never did a business with it. That turned out to be a big disappointment. Well, big. I was really specific with my wishes, and with some wishes he didn't have experience with it. Granted, people call me the customer of hell, but still. So I went going back and forth a lot, you know, driving to him, trying to fix stuff. And I ended up getting rid of the first one, the Stratocaster, which I got a really good trade on, so it's fine. And the Telecaster wasn't perfect also, but it was cool and I got used to it. And now it's my main guitar for all my gigs for years. Having a custom guitar can be a very nice thing, and it feels like it's your own and it's really special, and you have a story. Especially if you have some custom wishes. I mean, they're sparkle JPMs on the interweb and whatnot. So they're really one of a kind. Just like this guitar, I thought it was a one of a kind. I've never seen a replica like this as realistic or authentic. Turns out now, I've been on Facebook now, and there are more. But you know, with an ebony neck, with all the details, I mean, it's not perfect. And I think there are some luthier mistakes in this one, which I will tell you in the next chapter. But you know, I feel super blessed to own it. I think it's ultra beautiful. Every time I look at it, I fall more in love. It plays great. I'm willing to live with the flaws. All is well. There are a lot of things that I think went wrong with the builder, or little mistakes or corrected mistakes. One of the big weird things was that the neck cavity has too much space. I mean, there are holes on the side and it doesn't look like it fits properly. And also when you look at another Ibanez, a factory made one, it fits perfectly. So I thought, what's going on here? And also the strings are very close on the sides, so I thought it was a problem with the tremolo, not on the right placement. Turns out the neck is too narrow, or it's more narrow than an original factory Ibanez 7-string neck, which on one hand is nice because it's, you know, more slim to navigate on. A 7-string neck can be quite big, but it's difficult because if you're playing on the high E string, your finger keeps slipping off because it's so close to the edge of the fretboard, the string. And the action is also quite high to compensate for the bumps in the neck. So that makes a little bit of a challenge, but it's not a problem for me because I don't gig with it, I don't have a Dream Theater tribute band. It's just a fun guitar to drool over and to start my flaming YouTube career. So it's all good. I think he redid the paintwork because I will let you see a close-up and you see all these kinds of lines, I think where the paintwork used to be, and then he maybe changed it because it wasn't on the right position as it is on the original, or I think it's stickers with lacquer on it, which Dan Lawrence, the original builder for John Petrucci, did as well, as they say. So you see all these lines that go along the paintwork, which actually I think look cool, but it's not for everybody. Also, the Floyd Rose, the tremolo, is not in the correct position. It's a bit crooked, it's tilted a bit, and it's too far to the right. Some wood has been shaved off here and some paintwork. It looks a bit sloppy to let it move freely again. It works. More space here, less space here. More space here, less space here. Also, there's this little tube here where the tremolo goes in, and I think it was scraping against the wood because it's too far to one side, the tremolo. This is hard to film, so I will do it with the phone. And he scraped off some wood and filled it up with different color of paint. If you're the type of guy that looks at a guitar with a microscope, then maybe something like this is not for you. So what else is there? Also, the nut is too low because the original builder maybe forgot that on an original Ibanez there's a piece of wood under the nut which extends from the fingerboard, and there was no piece of wood under the nut. So the builder I brought it to had to raise it a bit to compensate for the buzzing sitar sounds on open strings. Well, it's better now. Also, it has two bumps in the fretboard, in the fingerboard, which maybe happens in the building process, maybe it happened in the time other people owned it because they were living in Spain where there's really hot weather and low humidity. I don't know. I brought it to a guitar builder and he tried to address it by leveling the frets a bit, and it is a little bit better. It's still not perfect, but I can live with it. Intonation is not perfect and it has some deadish spots, and other spots are really resonant. It's a really resonant guitar, so that's nice, but it's not perfect. So once again, if you have a request for a solo or a video you would like to see, comment below. I'm a beginning YouTuber, so there's still time to do some requests before they get out of hand and I blow up on the internet. You never know. And I have a lot of fun playing this guitar, so I would like to play it more. So see you next time. Signing off. Ciao.